All right, so hello everyone. Am I audible? First of all, hello everyone. Okay, so there are a lot of hellos. Spam yes in the chat box if I'm audible, guys. All right, cool. So I hope everyone's doing great. So I'll just start the session by introducing myself. I am Yash Grover. I am currently the GDSC lead from ABS Engineering College. So uh, I'll start by wishing you all good evening and thank you to each and every one of you for being here with us. We are pleased to be able to welcome those of you who have been with us for months now, as well as those of you who are new to the community. Today, we are going to make sure that we help you with all the intel you need about Solution Challenge. So before we begin, I would like to inform you that this is an introductory session hosted by 9 of the most active GDSC communities in the region. That is GDSC ABSCC, GDSC ABS IT, Amity University Noida, DTC, EC, SRC ASW, then we have AKJEC, Triple IT Sonipat, and then we have GDSC GBU. All right. So now I'm not gonna keep all of you waiting. Let me invite Garima, the lead from AKGEC, to initiate this session. Garima, you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
All right.
Am I visible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, okay. So, hi everyone. My name is Garima Saroj, and I'm the GDSC lead from AKGC chapter. And I'm here to talk to you about Google Solution Challenge. So, uh, next slide, Arman. Yeah. So, Google Solution Challenge is a competition that encourages participants to come up with innovative solutions to real world problems using Google technologies. And the competition is open to students and professionals from all backgrounds and experience levels. So it's a great opportunity to showcase your skills and creativity. And today we are going to talk about what the competition is all about and how can you participate. Next slide. Yeah, so the Google Solution Challenge has been all around for several years and has evolved over the time to become one of the most prestigious competitions in the industry. And it is open to all the people who work on different technologies, including AI, cloud, and web. And let's hope that all of you are excited about the opportunity. Next slide. So, what Google Solution Challenge aims is UN SDGs, that is Sustainable Development Goals. So, Google SDGs include 17 goals, and there are 169 strategies over which we can cover a wide range of issues such as ending poverty, protecting the planet, and ensuring peace. When submitting your solution, you will be required to indicate at least one of the goals, which
Garima, you are on mute right now.
sorry. Am I audible now? Yeah,
Yes.
what was the last sentence that was audible to you? Okay, so I'll just quickly recap what
And again, someone, I guess there is some
is.
problem.
Uh, can you just sort it right now?
Yes, sure.
Is it okay now?
Hmm. Hope, hopefully, yes.
Okay, so there are 17 goals given by United Nations, and they are aligned with 169 targets, which cover a wide range of issues. So I'll just quickly sum up what all the goals focus on. So first goal is no poverty, that is to end poverty in all forms everywhere. And the second goal is zero hunger, that is achieve food security and improve nutrition, promote sustainable agriculture, and etc. Then Google health and good health and well-being, that is
Garima, you're on mute again. Uh, just give us a second, guys. I guess someone is.
you can just edit the admin access.
Hmm.
Okay, I guess the issue is solved for now.
Yes,
Okay, so
yes.
I'll continue with, I guess, which goal? Clean water and sanitization. That is the sixth number. So it ensures availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation to all the people. Then affordable and clean energy, which is access to affordable, reliable, and sustainable modern energy goals. Then we have industry, innovation, and infrastructure, which is to build resilient infrastructure, promote inclusive and sustainable quality infrastructure to all the people. Uh, then we have decent work and economic growth, in which we work on promoting sustained, inclusive, and available to all economic growth. Then we have reduce inequalities. It aligns with the gender equality wala goal. So it is to reduce inequality within and among the countries. So it is more aligned with the racism and everything, which we have in other countries also. Then sustainable cities and communities is to make cities and human settlements inclusive, safe, and resilient. Responsible consumption and production is to ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns all over the world. Climate action is to take urgent and significant actions to combat climate change and its impacts. Then life below water is to protect the organisms which live in water, like the ecosystems and forests, everything. Life on land is to protect and restore the health and everything of plants and animals. Then peace, justice, and strong institutions is to promote peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development. Again, providing access to justice to all and build effective and accountable inclusive institutions at all levels. Then we have partnership for the goals. This is a unique goal which is to strengthen the mean of implementation and revitalize all the global partnership for sustainable development. As जैसे कि हमारा fundamental rights में होता है, we have a right for institutional remedies. So it's something similar to that. Like if any goal, if any person is working on something which is not aligned with these goals, so we can just work to strengthen it. So yeah, this was all about UN Sustainable Development Goals. Okay, now, so Google Solution Challenge is basically focused upon Google technologies itself. So Google developer technologies are there to develop your solutions or whatever project you're working upon. You can just uh, maybe learn some, if you're already a developer, you must be working on some of the Google technologies. So we have Firebase for maybe mobile and web application development. Then we have Google Cloud Platform. So that is a suite of Google Cloud computing services that includes computer power, storage, BigQuery, and databases, everything. Then we have Android Studio. Android Studio is the official integrated platform for the development of Android applications, and it provides a number of features such as code editing, debugging, and performance of profiling, etc. Then we have TensorFlow. TensorFlow is a very popular open source machine learning framework that can be used to train, deploy, and experiment with machine learning models. Then we have different more technologies such as Flutter. Flutter is an app development framework. It is also open source, and the uniqueness of Flutter is obviously cross-platform. So we can just build high performance and high fidelity apps for iOS, Android, and everything using the single code base. And we have Angular also. So Angular is a front end framework to build dynamic single page web applications using a component based architecture. So these are some examples of Google developer technologies. You can just go through uh, other Google developer technologies present in the industry. So to learn these technologies, we can just I guess navigate through the Google developer page, but they have all the resources there through which you can just learn about what it's exactly. So yeah, this was all about the introduction of Google Solution Challenge. We'll now switch to the timeline. I guess Om will take over from here.
Thanks, Garima. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, so can you please change the slide?
Are we not already on the timeline slide?
Yeah, we're there.
Okay, okay.
Okay, might be an issue from my side. So let's start with the most awaited part of the info session. That is, what's the timeline look like? So as most of you must have thought, like it may be a 2 day, a 3 day, or max to max a week long hackathon, but no, it isn't. It's a month long hackathon period where you can build your solution for 17 US sustainable goals. As you can see on the screen, the time periods it start from 11 Jan. That was the announcement of the solution challenge. The website was live, and students can now and can students can now form a team and enroll in it. And skipping to today, that is 25th Jan, we are conducting an info session where we are rolling out all the information that you need to get started and to build your solutions. In a nutshell, if I have to say, the journey will start from 11 Jan till the first encounter will be till 31st March. The 17 in On 17th March the submission will open, and on 31st March the submission will be closed. But what's between it? Here you have to select your team members, that may vary from 3 to 4 members, and then start building on a solution. The most advantageous point about this period is you can connect with the past folks who have participated in the last year solution challenge and learn from their experiences. There you can go out on the real market and connect with the local vendors and build a solution for them, which will help them to connect a local business to an online platform that will help them to scale up their business or to build some solution for real world challenges. Moving ahead, once the final submission is closed, the during April we will begin with the round one, the evaluation round one. The whole April, the Google developers team will evaluate through it, and in the May, the 3rd May, top 100 global teams will be announced, and there will be numerous sessions conducted by the Google developer team for helping providing study materials, how to enhance their project, how to scale to a bigger audience, and much more. The May period will be the mentor phase where various sessions will be conducted. And in the 2nd June, the final submission round will be there. By the end, we will also conducting a evaluation round two, where more teams will be finalized, and at the end, only top 10 teams will be announced throughout the globe. That will be announced during 19th June, and that's the period when we will be also hosting the demo day presentations. Demo day presentations are basically the top selected projects will be demonstrated in the Google I/O and the various events conducted by the Google developers team. And on August 3rd, the Solution Challenge demo day plus top three winners will be announced. That's the final end day, you can say, of the Solution Challenge 2023. So you can see it's a month-long process. It takes various inputs from all the teams, all the members, and you are given a numerous amount of time to build your solution. I guess that's the brief I have to give about the timeline. And can you move to the next slide? The pricing criteria. Okay. So what's the pricing criteria? Like, why should I participate in it? I can participate in a normal hackathon also, which will be much closer and much more sooner than it is than the solution challenge. You can clearly see like top 100 teams will receive customized mentorship from Google, an expert to conduct solution for the next level, and branded T-shirts and many certificates too. Top 10 team that are finalized for after the second evaluation round, that is around June period, will receive additional mentorship, swag boxes, and the opportunity to showcase solution and Google and the developers around the world at the demo day live on YouTube. The demo day is a very big event conducted by the Google developers team every year, where we showcase the top 10 finalized project. And of course, you may also get the opportunity to showcase your project in the Google I/O. And then the next contest finalists, in addition to the swags box, each individual form, the additional seven recognized team will receive a cash prize per student. Winning for each qualified team will not exceed $4,000. Okay, so now moving to the most awaited top three winners. Along with all the benefits that you have received till now, the top three winner team will be getting swag box. Each individual from the top three winning teams will receive cash prizes and featured on the Google developers blog. The winners of each qualifying teams will not be exceeding $12,000. So that's the price. I would say go, not look for the cash, but also look for the amount of learning that you will receive from it. It's numerous. It can be a jumping point in your career if you get to the top 100 or to the top three teams. Your various opportunities will open for you, and that's a very big point in someone's career. So thanks for this part. Now the next part will be moving ahead. Hemant, you can carry on.
Mm. Hi everyone, I am Arman Mansuri, like GDS lead from Delhi Technical Campus. So like you have known about the timeline and the prizes. So let's know about what's the judge criteria for judges, like for judging. So like there are two phases. One is impact and one is technology, which will cover like 25 points each, 25, 25. So like in impact, we can see that the first point is, does the entry establish a clear challenge using the problem statement? It's cover 5 point, and then followed by the second point is, do they explain clearly which UN sustainable development goals and target they choose for their solution and why? It covers 5 point, followed by feedback from user, the testing and iterations which will be done by you while doing the project. It will cover 5 points, and then after that, does the solution address the challenge identified by the team? So it will also cover 5 points, and then followed by like, is there evidence of next step? Does the team display a clear plan for future extension? Like do you have any plan for, about your project, whatever your project is, whatever your solution is? So do you have a proper planning how it will be how it will grow, it will help this solving these issues? And Hemangwai, please, next slide. So now let's talk about technology. Like you'll be using you'll be using technologies also, which uh, which will also cover 25 points. So the first point is like, does the team clearly describe the following architecture, high level component? So whichever technologies you will use, basically like Firebase, Flutter, Cloud. So you have to use, for first of all, you have to use the Google technology, and like why did you use that Google technology? So you have to clarify and even clearly state those things. Secondly, does the solution implements all the technical components needed to solve the challenge? So like you have to also uh, showcase the implementation of the technical components in your in your project or in a solution. The third thing is code testing and iterations. So it will also cover 5 points, followed by does the video demonstration. You have to actually submit a video demonstration, which will also cover like the working of your application. So for that also you will be like graded with 5 points. And the last one is, can the solution in its current form or minor structural changes support more user and increase scale? So scalability is a major factor which covers 5 points. So I guess from here, Shivam Goswami will take over. Thank you.
Thanks, Arman. Am I am I audible, Hemang?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, sure. So, hey everyone, I am Shivam Goswami. So you have basically discussed all the things, for example, like what is going to be the prices, what is going to be the judging criteria, and all things. So the main part comes. Okay, we know all these things that what will we get by doing these kind of things. What is the judging criteria? But how are we going to do this kind of things? Okay, what is the procedure to begin our journey until the last time? Okay, so the whole pathway is divided into five major steps. There is project setup, implementation, feedback, testing and iteration, success and completion of solution, and scalability, or the next step that you're going to take on your project. So coming on the first part, that is project setup. In this part, you are supposed to clearly describe the challenge that you are going to solve. Okay, so what is your problem statement, which is you are going to solve for the problem. Okay, for the next, you are going to check what are the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals that you are targeting, and why did you choose it, and what are the major factors that was playing a major role in the selection of these topics. So the first part is selecting the project. What is your problem? Why did you take the problem, and what inspired you to do this kind of things? Okay, so the next phase comes the implementation part. Okay, we know the problem, we know how it is affecting and all. How are we going to implement it? So in this case, you and your team is going to build a structure, a basic architecture, which is going to solve the problem. So it's like a basic foundation which is going to be dealing with the problem that you are going to solve. What are the high level components of the architecture? For example, what are the major things that you are going to use on the project? For example, if we are talking about anything that asks for a lot of data, we are going to use Google Cloud. How are we going to use various platforms and all? These things will be taken into consideration in the implementation section. And which are the specific products and platforms which you are using, and why are you using it? Okay, then comes the phase of feedback. Until this step, we have made our basic infrastructure, we have built our basic model of basic version of our project. How is it going to work? So for that part, you need to bring that solution, your model, your project into the offline market. For example, if you are going to your friends, for example, if you're taking your model to your college mates, your college students, any other community members, if you say that hey, this was a problem that was said by United States Sustainable Development by the United Nations, and I have made a solution regarding this. Can you check this if it is solving the problem efficiently or not? You are going to test your model with real-time audience. It's kind of a survey which will tell you how is your model working. So in this part, you have to walk through all the steps that you are taking, and how are you testing your solution with real users. Okay, at least three specific feed points should be received by the real users. Okay, you should have at least three major feedback points that you are going to work on. And what did you learn about the problem, that what something like a loophole? What are the loopholes, and how did it affecting your problem, your project? So specific things that implemented improve the solution based on the feedback from users. You are going to notice that those things as well. And then comes the coding, testing and iteration. In this is the phase where you are going to point out the most vulnerable thing that you found in your project. What was the biggest challenge that you faced while building your whole project? Okay, so the feedback and testing phase will give you an exact means that how is your solution working, where are the loopholes, and how are we going to uh, overcome those problems. Then comes the last second phase. It's kind of a last phase, but I will consider it as a last second phase because in this phase you will have your project market ready. Okay, it is ready to be served on the platforms on for the people and all. So in this phase you are going to see, you are going to show how does your solution that you have built is addressing the problem and how it is solving the problem, how efficiently it is solving the problem. Okay, so what if since you have done a lot of survey of your project in the last phase of the feedback, you may have a lot of statistical data, analytical data that you can show to people that yes, we have taken our project on offline market, and yes, people used it, and this is the data of almost x amount of people were agreeing that it is solving it properly, y amount of people were saying that it has some of loopholes, and z people are saying that no, there are a lot of major issues that you need to solve. All those kind of data will be available to you. So try to uh, try to mention out the numbers where you have the analytical data in a numerical form. And if you don't have any data in a numerical form, you can uh, just show the impact of the solution on a vocabulary basis. After that, when your solution is ready, you need to upload a copy of the demo video, the whole demo video, like how is your model working, how is your project working in this real time. Okay, so the video demonstration should be of the working of the whole project. How will the user interact with the solution? How is the things going on the page? How much it is easy to use by the users? Make sure all the videos also makes effective use of the chosen Google products. List out the projects, the models that you have used. For example, you're using TensorFlow, you are using Flutter, you are using Google Cloud. These things should be also mentioned on the video. Feel free to include infographics or visual representation of the data in your demo video. So this was the major phase of your project, from determining the problem to solving the problem. The final phase is the scalability. Like yes, I have made a solution, I determined a problem, I did all those stuff, and I have made a solution. Now what? If you are going on a market, if you are building a solution, there are a lot of phases, a lot of other problems as well that occur by the time. So you should also have a proper plan. How are you going to scale the project? Or for example, if you are using you have built the project for only x for only of about x number of people. How are you going to scale this project when y number of people are using that project? Will it crash? How you are going to manage all the things? So all these kind of things will be considered into the scalability factors. Imang, please next slide. Okay, so we know, as we all know, the half solution is made when we know the problem correctly. If we know the problem completely, it is very easy to solve the problem. So we should focus on two major issues that are, how are you going to take the problem statement? How good is the problem statement, and how are you going to structure the problem statement? For the efficiency of the problem statement, take it something like present an opportunity of some significance, urgency, and priority. How prior the problem is, how is the impact of the problem on the world? Relate the simplest terms possible. The process of concern and impact in the community. For example, if there is a minor issue that is affecting a community on a minor level, and according to it as well, there is a major issue that is affecting a community on a major basis. So the best option will be the issue that is affecting our community on a major basis. What is the size and scope of the problem? You should be clear about that thing as well. The magnitude should also be clear that, for example, amount of people are being affected by this problem, which where the x is a huge number. X will be a huge number. Not more than a one paragraph should be taken for stating your problem statement. Okay. It should be about as little as 2 to 3 sentences or 5 to 6 sentences most of the time. So these are the points that you should consider while quoting your problem. How you are going to structure your problem. So the four W's comes into handy in this problem in this process, which is who, what, where, when, and why. Who is experiencing the problem? What who are the people that are experiencing the problem? Which kind of community, which section of community is experiencing this problem? What is the problem? What is the problem that is majorly faced by the people? For example, if we are talking about poverty, what is the problem? The main problem in the poverty is like people are not able to get the minimum facilities that they have to get. So you should be clear about the thing that what is the main problem which is you are going to solve. Where and the third W is where and when of the problem occurring. That means at which situation, at which place, at which time interval this problem majorly occurs. Okay. And the last one is why is it a problem? Why is it a problem? And is it even important to address this problem? For example, if someone says no, that the human ratio is a major problem. Okay, that's not a thing that can be solved by technology, but that's kind of a human tendency. So impact to the community, region, business, and organization should be cleared out. Why is it a problem in a community, in a region, in a business, or an organization? So, Hemang, next slide, please. Okay, you know the process, you know the stages, you know everything. How are you going to do this kind of things? First of all, you need to join the Developer Student Club by which you are going to apply. Step one is to join GDSC because they will be handing out, they will be helping you out a lot. The second step would be form a team and register. Form a team which is going to be your team on this development of the solution. Make the team, communicate with all of them, and then finally register for this event. Then select any one at least human sustainable development goal. It can be more than one as well. If your solution is solving more than one problem, it would be better, it would be great. Select a problem. Step 4 would be something like identify a solution. Okay, we have taken a problem. This is our solution. This would be our step 4. Step fifth bit would be designing of the user interface. How is the interface going to be looking like? How will the people be comfortable, and they will be it will be easy to use by the people. Then step 6 comes designing the backend technology. How your software, your project is going to work on the backend. Okay, step 7 would be something like testing your solution. That was on the our phase of feedback, where we are going to show our solution to people. They will use it, they will give you a feedback, their valuable feedback. After the step 7, we will have step 8, in which the project will be iterated, and finally the recording and submission of solution will be taking place. That's all by my side. You can carry on, Himang. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, so now that we have seen all the steps to join the solution challenge, let's move on to last year's solution challenge demo video just to get you a glimpse of what and how you have to proceed with this challenge. Let me change the screen. Also, do let me know when you're able to hear the sound or not.
Hemang bhai, I guess the audio is not.
Okay. Is it full screen right now?
Yes, it
I
is.
don't. mm, mm, Okay.
Those impacted. Greetings of the day, everyone. Wow, I really enjoyed the last demo, and I'm excited to announce the next one. We'll now hear from GetWage. This project provides a tool to help those impacted by unemployment and unfilled positions in the local economy find and post daily wage work with ease. It uses Firebase, Flutter, Google Cloud Platform, and TensorFlow. Join me in welcoming the creators of the project, Alia, Aniket, Neenad, and Shivam from the GH Rai Soni College of Engineering in Nagpur, India.
Daily wage working is the largest unorganized working condition in India with about 82% of the total workforce. They suffer from seasonal cycles of unemployment with no proper employee employer relationship. They have a scattered and fragmented workspace due to which they do not have proper access to labor unions and awareness about various government schemes. The current COVID pandemic has caused a significant impact on the unorganized sector, exposing the mental and economic vulnerabilities the daily wage worker goes through. GetWage is our proposed solution to help address this issue. On signing up, the user gets two options. Let's see the Find a Job option first. The user first has to select the categories of jobs he is interested in, then enter some basic details, and upon verification of their mobile number, the account setup is complete. Welcome to the feed. This section of the app is where the user will be able to see all the different jobs according to their selected preferences. They can also filter the jobs by category, wage range, location range, and work duration. The job details page also has a map view in order to help understand the location better, and also has an option to chat with the job poster in order to get clarifications if any, along with an option to apply. Apart from helping daily wage workers in finding work, our app also provides resources to help them learn basic required skills like spoken English, finance, road safety, etc. There are government schemes offered to daily wage workers, however, due to lack of awareness, not 100% of the people benefit from it. Therefore, we have created a separate section for listing relevant government schemes. We have built this application using Flutter for frontend, Firebase for backend, and TensorFlow for AI-based recommender system. We aim to make the app available in Hindi using the Google Translate API so that it is accessible to more people. We are also working closely with Sani Enterprises and VS Brothers, who are established organizations in this field. Thank you.
Okay. So hopefully you have gotten a bit of idea about what all technologies the GetPage app was developed by, what all functionalities it provided, and what all ways in which it's helping out people in their daily lives. So, okay, let's proceed with the next video.
And now we have the team from Eye of God, an app featuring an easy to use navigation system that helps people with visual impairment navigate to their destinations by themselves without needing the assistance of others. The app is built with Firebase, Flutter, Google Cloud Platform, TensorFlow, and more by Anish, Gayatri, Jatin, and Priyanka from the KJ Somaya College of Engineering in India. Welcome, team.
I go with someone else. I generally don't go on my own to new places.
Eye of God is an easy to use navigation system built for visually impaired people to help them navigate to the destination safely.
Hey Siri, open Eye of God.
Welcome to Eye of God. Please choose a navigation mode.
Start outdoor navigation. Take me to Santa Cruz.
As the car approaches, the system alerts the user via voice feedback along with vibrations on the side of the belt.
The belt comprises of 4 vibration motors, and the motor corresponding to the region where the obstacle lies vibrates according to the distance from the user given by the depth map.
Head north towards Central Library Road. Motorcycle. Car.
All systems run completely on device, which eliminates the need of internet or cloud-based systems for processing and reduces latency dramatically.
turn left onto Central Library Road.
On a turn, the system provides voice as well as pulsating haptic feedback through the leftmost or the rightmost motor, depending upon the turn, to inform the user the correct direction to turn to. The obstacle avoidance system does not provide voice feedback for relatively less dangerous obstacles. The lack of voice feedback and increased intensity of the motors depicts the same.
Take me to Nike.
Taking you to your destination.
Indoor navigation offers text detection along with obstacle avoidance to guide the user to their labeled destination. If the label is detected in the frame, a pulsating vibration will be produced, while a constant vibration will be produced on detection of other obstacles in the frame to avoid collision.
You have reached your destination.
This is great.
Okay, so I hope you got another glimpse about what the Eye of God app did there. And let's continue with our presentation. So now, after covering all the overviews, the timeline, the submission criteria, and the winning prizes that all you have that the previous leads covered, let's move on to the FAQs. So I've seen a few of you asking questions in the chat as well, and let's cover those questions here. So, can you, as a core member or as a team member or as a GDSC lead, participate for the solution challenge? Yes, you can absolutely participate. How many people can join the solution challenge as a team? So, I saw this question in the chat as well, and maximum is 4 people, and it's 1 to 4 people per team. So, another question that I saw is that can you be a part of another GDSCs as well? So, being a team member as a part of different universities, yes, team members can form teams. Team members can be from different universities, but remember that at least both of you, one of the person is also a GDSC member, so that you are joined a GDSC chapter as well. Can a person be a part of more than one team? No, you cannot be a part of more than one team. So, how many? Now that the question arises about someone asked in the chat as well about the problem statement, which I guess Garima properly covered as well. I'll share the link for the problems, the UN Sustainable Development Goals there in the chat as well for you all to go through, and you'll be able to see all the 17 goals that you can work on. So it's even written on the slide that so next question might be, can your solution solve a problem outside of the scope of the 17 sustainable developer goals? So at least one of the goals should be covered in your application that you're providing. So that is the most important part. Other than that, I guess you can cover any other problem as well. But your focus should be one of the 17 goals that are already mentioned. So I guess, do we have another more questions? Then you can send in the Q&A section. Hmm. Yes, you all must be a part of a GDSC chapter so that you can even we are able to see who all are participating from our chapter as well. If you have any other questions, you can drop them in the Q&A or the chat section. All the FAQs will be covered, and I'll also share at the end of at the end of this info session the FAQs so that you are not confused at any step. If you are still confused or have any doubts, you can always contact your GDSC leads, your respective GDSC leads, and they'll solve your queries. Um, you will probably get a recording of this session as well. So we'll decide upon that. if you don't have a GDSA community, can you participate? Yes, I guess one of the team members should be a part of your one should be a part of a chapter, and then I guess you'll be able to join the team as well. Okay. So for all these technologies that we have already mentioned, we'll be having more GDSE campaigns for these technologies. So we have already covered cloud, we have covered Kotlin in the Android Compose camp. So we'll be covering more. We'll be having Flutter sessions soon, and the web campaign. So your respective leads will be deciding that. We won't be covering those technologies in these sessions, but individually the leads will be decided upon that. How to join your GDSCs? Surely you can join GDSCs. If you already have a GDSC in your college, then you can join the chapter from there. Else, you can also join the GDSC chapters. Let
Let me answer, Hemang.
Go
So
ahead.
hey Bhumika, if you don't have any GDSC in your campus, we have a website of national GDSC where all the GDSCs are registered on the platform. You can whichever GDSC you want to join, you can search it on the social media. For example, GDSC MIT University, you will get the first link of the university. You can join in that link as well.
Yes, I already mentioned this that you can pair up with people from other colleges at as well. Maximum size would be a team of four.
Yeah, Himang bhai, there is a question in Q&A. Will there be more sessions like this for the technologies mentioned? So,
Yes, I already mentioned
yeah,
that as well. That your respective leads will be covering more technologies. We have already covered the Google technologies for cloud and Compose, Kotlin and Compose. Okay, so that I won't be able to do. I can't brief you about the first 15 minutes. Shortly, we'll be sending you this PPT and the recording of the session as well. From starting to submission, I guess Om covered that timeline. Om, would you like to take up this?
17th March was the date to start the submissions.
Yes.
Registrations you can do right now, like
Yes,
they started from
registrations are
18th.
already open. Registrations
yeah.
are already
I will share the
there.
link of the form. Na?
Hmm.
Yeah, Himang bhai, I've shared the.
I guess this is a good question. We'll
Yes, you
decide
can
upon.
join any GDSC's Discord server, or maybe the chapter will be containing all the links to the website as well as the Discord, Instagram, and all the channels. So yeah, you can just contact through it.
For those of you who had a doubt regarding if you don't have a GDS in your college, I'll be sending a link in the chat, and then you can join GDSC Amity if you would like to. It's on the third link there. Guys, you can drop in your chapter links. People who would like to join in, you can join the GDSC chapters from there. We already have two GDSCs there. And let's take up a few more questions and then we'll end this info session.
Umang bhai, I will just wait for 3 more minutes. I guess that will be fine, right?
Sure, sure.
If you folks have any other problem, you can ask us. So we all the leads have mentioned out our communication now GDSC's link here. If you want to join any of these, you are feel free to join it.
Also, I think there is a doubt, misconcepted or something, but someone asked about if their college does, or university doesn't have any GDC chapter and they want to participate. So they have to team up with at least one person in their team, should be a person who has a chapter in their college. So, yeah, please manage that if possible.
Okay, so I see a lot of links are there. Guys, you can join the GDC chapters of the respective colleges that you would like to join. I've also dropped in Triple IT Sonipat's link as well, so you can see there. Uh, Seeing that there are no more questions, we'll be ending this info session.
It was great to have you all here. I'm highly obliged to be.
Thank you guys for joining in. It was lovely having you here. Also, those people who are still here, you can always go on LinkedIn and connect with all of us. I guess we can also drop our LinkedIns for easier access for the students. You can all go connect with us. If you have any queries, ask the leads there. If you can't, ask right now. If you have any other queries, you can feel free and ask there on LinkedIn as well. We'll be available there. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone.